Evaluating sources for reliability. You can't really judge a source until you have read it. However, there are certain signs that it is reliable. Is the source published or posted online by a reputable press? Your ability to rely on this criterion will grow as you conduct additional research. Until that time, you should examine bibliographies to identify trustworthy presses. For books, it is usually okay to pursue sources published by university presses. With a little bit of effort, you can identify presses that are more authoritative in one subject over another. Norton is good for literature, HarperCollins is good for religion, etc. Don't merely trust a source because someone has a PhD after his or her name, but rather try to view sources critically. Was the article or book peer-reviewed? Most reputable presses and journals ask experts to review a book or an article before publication. When searching for journal articles, there is usually a way to identify articles that are peer-reviewed. In the case of books, you should check out academic reviews on the books that are contributing to your argument. Is the author a reputable scholar? This is also a difficult criterion at times. Check the book cover for notes from the author. Has he or she published in other works? Where did the author receive his or her degree? Has an institution funded the author, which might indicate a bias? Have previous reviews indicated a prejudice or unfounded bias? If the source is available only online, is it sponsored by a reputable organization? A reputable university or association should sponsor it. Is the source current? There are occasions when you must use dated sources, especially when you're tracing the history or development of an idea, such as evolution. If you are writing about evolution, you will need to quote Darwin, but if you do not find sources that show you how those original ideas were developed, you have not really presented a balanced view of evolution. Does your source include notes, citations, and a bibliography? Whether your source is a book, article, or website, the author should provide enough information to determine the sources and influence of his or her thinking. If research is a discussion, you want to know who has been included and excluded from the author's argument. How often do others cite the source? If you are pursuing advanced research, it is important to know if your sources have been cited as part of the topic's development. To do this, you need to make use of citation indexes.